Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays on MLB The Show 25. Moving into the 2029 offseason here in year number 10, episode entitled Good Problems. Finally, those are the problems that we have here in Toronto. Coming off of our World Series championship. What a run it was last episode, as we, with 85 wins, the last team to make it in the wild card, went all the way to win the World Series, the first since 1993. What a run it was. And now, thankfully, the problems we have are good problems. They are good. So, with lots of young players anxious to make their debut in the show, but still a World Series, technically, caliber team, how will we adjust moving into what will be our 5th season next episode here in the 2029 offseason? So thanks for joining us. If you're joining after we've already gone live, you're going to hop ahead to the 5-minute mark. Actually, no, the 3-minute mark. I'm going to commit to that. The 3-minute mark, because I think everything's already almost done on my end here. Champs are in the building. Yes, they are. Hobbsy, welcome aboard. Yeah, we'll jump. You can go ahead and jump to the 3-minute mark, and that is when we'll get started. Because I don't think there's many things I need to do on my end here. Yes. SGF, welcome to the stream. World Series champions. Made that big trade in the last season, so 2 episodes ago. Justin Crawford coming in for Anthony Santander. And okay season, really rough start to the postseason, like 1 for 17. Then he had that crazy game where he had a solo home run, followed by a 2-run home run, followed by a 3-run home run, followed by the bases loaded, and he grounded out. But still, imagine if he had gone in order for a grand slam. That would have been history. But still, great season, great performances, and on top of winning, having the postseason MVP and the World Series, MVP, also the AL Rookie of the Year in Alex Freeland. Yes, hope you're all having a lovely Thursday, rainy day here on my end, but everybody's staying warm, getting ready for Game 2 of the NHL Eastern Conference Final. MLB The Show. There we go. And I don't think there were any comments in the last one. Actually, no, there were, but I don't know if any had to do with suggestions. And now we'll be live. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds. Share that in the Twitter world. Leave a like, and there we go. Okay, now let me go ahead and pull up the comments from the last one. I don't think there were any that were in terms of suggestions, but we'll just check this out quickly, because I might be forgetting. Blue Jays, that was episode number 9. This is now episode number 10. Double digits, and we got a World Series. Heading into double-digit episodes. It was CP3EP talking about how Screwball is the greatest postseason pitcher since prime Madison Bumgarner. Yeah, I think he was. We'll need a stats refresher for everyone? Absolutely. You're saying stats like attributes, or stats like what they've done in their season? We had a bad glitch, had to turn into a part 1, part 2 episode? Yes. And I think we're ready to go. Yes, we are. All right, welcome everybody officially now to the beginning of episode number 10 of our live franchise mode series on MLB The Show 25 with the Toronto Blue Jays, moving into the 2029 off season. What they did, perfect. I don't think it doesn't show us anymore, right? We can't see what they did anymore. We'd have to go through last episode. We can't see what they did. We can't look at postseason stats. No, we can't look at them. No, those are season stats. It's crazy that you can't look at it anymore. They just disappear. I hate that happens, but disappeared. So we could pull it up from the last one, though. I just want to, just the biggest ones. I just want to quickly highlight what Tarek Skubal did last episode, and now he can truthfully say that he is the greatest postseason pitcher since Madison Bumgarner. Let me pull that up for us quickly. I know we've gotten started, but I just want to make sure to start the episode that we have those numbers to remind ourselves. Let me go all the way to the end here. Yes. Apologies for that, but it's going to be worth it. Okay. Skubal, here he is. So Skubal went 5-1. 5-1 in the postseason, pitching 54 1/3 innings with 47 strikeouts, issuing 11 walks, a 1.66 ERA, and 0.81 whip. It was more so, I know we have a logjam of pitchers. I know Barrios was bad, but was he tradable bad? Good point there, Hobbsy. So Skubal, 5-1, 1.66 ERA, 0.81 whip. Wow, wow, wow. And then Landon Knack who was a random deadline pickup for some depth in our rotation. He ended up, most of his stats here were with the Blue Jays. Good season from him, 2.88 ERA and everything. But in the playoffs, he went 4-1 with 27 strikeouts in 36 2/3 innings pitched, 1.72 ERA, and 0.74 whip. Doggy, one of our channel members, welcome to the stream. Been super busy with finals. Sorry, I have to watch the playoffs, but glad to tune in for just a minute. Doggy, glad to have you, my friend. Hope that finals are going well, too. Thanks for saying so. We'll be thinking of you. And yes, Doggy and Hobbs, you two of our channel members in the chat right now. So Landon Knack was another one who was lights out for us. Knack and Screwball had it locked down for the pitching. And then we had some other, some questionable performances. But guys like Adley Rutschman were the most valuable batter. In his first year as a Blue Jay, Adley Rutschman had a 1.4 wins above replacement. Alec Boehm at 1.1. Alex Freeland, the AL Rookie of the Year, 0.9. Nolan Shanuel, who started the playoffs not as a regular in our lineup. He had played 56 games on the year. He was on the bench. He comes in and has a 0.8 WAR over the course of the postseason. Our fourth most valuable batter. That's just crazy. Let's see. Vlad hit 302. What else can I see here from last episode? Vlad had 8 home runs, 16 RBI, bat 302. Adley Rutschman, 6 home runs, bat 316. Nolan Shanuel, bat 373. Bo Bichette, bat 233. Freeland, 273. Dalton Varsho, 236. Brenton Doyle, 250. Another one who didn't start in our lineup but found his way in. And let me just see for the pitchers here. Too bad we can't look at it again. If the game would just do that for us, that would be amazing. For the pitchers, we said Screwball and Knack already. Barrios, so Barrios in 18 2/3 innings pitched. We look at our starting pitchers. In 18 2/3 innings pitched, he struck out 13, went 2-1, but a 9.16 ERA and 2.3 whip. It was tough from Jose Barrios. We have to admit, the now 34-year-old, who's coming off of one of his best seasons, his best year as a Blue Jay even, in terms of his ERA. How many quality starts did he have? He had 23, so his best year as a Blue Jay, if not the best year of his career. And then that's what he did in the playoffs. So I don't think I want to trade Barrios just for the postseason, but we're definitely having him on our radar if he's going to start going downhill from here. But Barrios, after that season he's been too reliable for too long to just cut right there. So Screwball, Barrios, Francis. Bowden Francis wasn't that great in the playoffs either. 4.05 ERA in the season. He's been a full-timer for us for a little bit now. If I look at... Let me see. Can I see Francis's numbers? Savage didn't pitch much. Rasmussen pitched actually more than I thought he would. Bloss. Francis had... In 21 innings, Francis had a 5.14 ERA and 1.43 whip. A 1-2 record as well. Responsible for a couple losses, sadly. Savage up to an 82. Landon Knack, we got to keep him here. But Von Costa's ready for the MLB. Ricky Tiedemann, yes, he's 26 and 80, but he just had a really good sophomore year. Got to give it to him. Good improvement, 3.84 ERA, 16 quality starts. Yeah, I was impressed by Ricky Tiedemann. Jake Bloss might be one who's the odd man out, just because of the excess of value that we have. Birdsell, it's going to be hard to find him a spot. Then from there, okay, we have a little bit of a leeway to say, okay, Zeke Logan's still only 19, Studer's only 20, so on and so forth. But yeah. Relief pitching's a big question mark as well. Emmanuel Clase imploded in the playoffs. Yes, he has 98 clutch, but I don't know, his 2 years as a Blue Jay, the guy has pitched well over 100 innings, like 140 innings, and he has an ERA of like 3.5 with 44 saves. That's what he should do in one season. I know he wasn't our closer in 2027, but still. So in 2028, he had 41 saves, which was great, but 9 blown and a 3.05 ERA. Whereas in previous years, like in Cleveland, 40-plus saves and like 2 or 3 blown with crazy 0.61 ERA. Look at this. 0.66 whip in 2024. Oh my goodness, reliever of the year, yeah. So he hasn't been great with us, but at a $13 million cap hit, and 93 overall, again, I'm not really looking to throw him out. Was Zeke our pick from last season? I don't remember being here live for that pick, so it's probably the Saturday stream. Could be. That's why it's great to go and look at the roster history. Zeke Logan, first round pick in 2027. Yeah. And that was our first round pick, absolutely. Landon Roop ended up taking the job, by the way. Speaking of closers, he ended up being our closer in the postseason, and he shut it down. He did what he had to do, and he got the job done for us. Yeah. Harvey Ward's continuing to grow. He'll be our closer soon enough, but not yet. Francisco Cortez, 77 at 25. And we have to upgrade the potential of another joke in Wendell Phillips with his C potential. I have to put him up to B because of that joke. Blah, blah, blah. Landon Knack, that trade. Can I do that right now for Wendell? What's his name? Sorry. Where am I going? Wendell Phillips. Edit player. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Just as we agreed, we're going to go ahead and make it potential of, let's just say 80. Give it B. And we'll see what the universe has from there. Okay, so moving into the offseason, we only have Dennis Santana as in the exclusive free agents. So Dennis Santana, yes, his numbers were good, but I think he wanted crazy money, right? Yeah, I don't know. For 1 year, wants 4.8. I mean, we do have a lot of money, but when we think about our relief pitching, Rasmussen, Hudson, Roop, Nardi. I wonder if Francis transitions into a long man for us. Maybe. He's also 1 year of arbitration, then free agent. So I wonder if Francis might even be trade bait. I was kind of thinking of that, unfortunately. 6'5" from Florida. So Emmanuel Clase, Harvey Ward are both here. On top of Rasmussen, so 3, 4, 5, 6 with Nardi. Dennis Santana would be another one. I don't know. Or do we use that money elsewhere and get someone a little bit better than Dennis Santana? But at the same time, he simulated well, 99 velocity, 2.00 ERA on the year. I wouldn't mind hanging on to Dennis Santana for the right price. He's 32. So 1 year, 4.8, 2 years, 4.6. I'd rather just do the overpay of 1 year. Rotation ends up being Skubal, Barrios, Savage, Tiedemann, Costa. Though that is a lot of youth. True. So maybe 1 year of Francis, then we trade him when he's about to become a free agent. 1 year, $5 million, maybe on Dennis Santana. We have a lot of money, so. Pitching coach, need a new one here. New pitching coach. Samuel Castilla, velocity, hits, Ks, and break. Maybe. Stamina, home runs, walks, break. Good evening, Data. Good evening, Mackenzie. Welcome to the stream. Velocity, home runs, hits, and walks. That might be the guy here. Anthony Cisneros. Control. I got Miles Stewart. Control, Ks, clutch, and home runs per 9. Yeah, Miles Stewart. Let's get you on board. Make him very interested. I really want him. And third base coach. Remember Kevin Cash in our system. Chase Franks. Speed, blocking, stealing, durability. Let's see. Fielding, durability, arm accuracy, speed. Yeah. Reaction speed, arm accuracy, fielding. 44 years old, that's nice. Speed, arm accuracy, reaction stealing. Reaction speed, arm accuracy. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Felipe Aquino. Let's see what he says to that. Mighty Joe, get that milk going, baby. Welcome to the stream, one of our channel members. Welcome in. And yeah, let's advance a couple days here. Miles Stewart on board, fantastic. There it was. So the postseason that was in the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. I didn't recap a lot of the postseason because the game doesn't really allow us to. But remember, we lost 6-1 in Game 1, massive 14-0 rout in Game 2, tight 2-1 win, then a 6-3 loss, great 9-4 win, and we ended it in 6 with a 9-2 victory. What a series against the Red Sox, though, as we were down 3-1. And we won we're down 2-1. No, yes. Sorry, yeah, it's a best of 5. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, it's a best of 7. Yes, we were down 3-1. And then we won 3-0, 7-5, and 3-0 to go to the World Series. Okay, let's keep on advancing. Today's last day to qualify. Don't stop simming, no. Santana still hasn't signed, so if he doesn't sign that, then goodbye. Still waiting on the third base coach. And now here we are in free agency. So, first things first, the contracts and arbitration. So, Bowden Francis, what would you want here? Last year, he made $12.2 million. If I can give you a 1-year deal to get you to free agency, what would it be? 1 year, 15? That's probably pretty fair. 1 year, 15, and we'll see if he wants to take it. Nolan Schanuel, after his crazy postseason, he's coming off of a $6.8 million salary. Last year of arbitration eligibility as well. So probably 1 year on him too, unfortunately. 1 year, 9.8. And Drew Waters, we picked up for the his defensive capabilities in the outfield. I don't know if there's room for Drew Waters. That's the problem. We could probably get him for cheapish. But when we think about our outfield, we have, I don't know. So Varsho, Doyle, Crawford, Wallner, and Waters. But Wallner has been one we said we're more thinking about moving him out. So Wallner or Waters as the 4. And then do we keep one more as the 5? Wallner had a bad year, but he might be able to bounce back. Varsho and Crawford like the locks. Then Doyle, Wallner, and Walters share that last one. What would he want here, Drew Waters? 1 year, 4.9. Yeah, probably about 1 year, 5 million. I wonder. Should I give him arbitration of like 3.5 and see what happens? Or is that too risky, you know? Let's start with 1 year, 5 million and see what he says. Now tender contracts. So Von Costa's not a tough one. What's the renew? No, 780 is the lowest, so just go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and renew it nice and easy. Landon Roop, 780, because if not, then the offer would be... No, same thing, 780? Okay, it just makes them accept it right away. Yes, that's what it was. They accept it right away. There we go. Jake Bloss is a question mark. Do we trade Jake Bloss and get value for him right now? I'd consider that. Let's look at some of the other guys. Brandon Birdsell. I like Birdsell. Guys with his C potential. Vince O'Leary. Zeke Logan, we were just talking about him. Cade Cavalli, 30 with B potential. We just had him pitching in AAA. Maybe we could use his value. Bloss and Cavalli get traded out, maybe? Bloss and Cavalli with Gomez? Bloss, Cavalli, Gomez? Even Leo Jimenez at this point. Really good against lefties, though. Gene Pinto. Let's see what kind of concoction we could do here. So, Scubal, Barrios, Francis, Yasavage, Knack. Knack's got to be in there, too, though. So, Francis might be long relief right away. Scubal, Barrios, Yasavage, Knack. Tiedemann. Savage wasn't great, but he's going to grow in our system. He's going to grow and keep growing in overall. So Bloss has to go. There's just no room. Bloss has to go. Cavalli could get moved as well. And Van Eyck for a little bit of value. Is there... No, Van Eyck could still be useful in AAA. Maybe there's someone more tradable, like we said, Gomez, right? 29C. Even Brendan Little, 32D, 70. Yeah. Any prospect package? Like, a package of 2 prospects, maybe. Like the Red Sox here, but a bit older. This is interesting. Starting pitcher, 18B60, Richard Conrath from the Red Sox. So think about the Red Sox. Yankees giving an A prospect. 20A, it must be wonky, but still. Bloss has value. Bloss is a rotation pitcher with B potential. Yeah, Bloss is, yeah, he has good value. Let's not underestimate that. The White Sox are offering us 2 infield prospects. I want at least one. I want 2 prospects, at least 1 pitcher. 22A71 and a catcher from the Guardians. This is nice from the Royals. Starting pitcher 19B61 and Arthur Beck. We need a left. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even looking at. This is the offer. This is it. Starting pitcher. Yeah, let's not do this trade in division. Yeah, we'll go with Kansas City. Starting pitcher, all the way at the bottom, but 19B61 at 19. 3rd round pick in 2027. Plus a left field. We have almost no one in our left field. Can we get some value back even? A little bit more? Yeah, a bit more even. And we can flip that to someone else. I wouldn't mind a relief pitcher. 19C56. Yes. This is the offer. And Brian Warren. All right, that's the offer, ladies and gentlemen. Bloss, Cavalli, and Little, thank you for your service here in Toronto. Bloss, you got your World Series ring. We're going to do a little 3-for-3 swap here. Thank you, Kansas City, and welcome to our 3 newest Blue Jays. All right, so that frees things up a little bit. Always great. Where else is there excess? So, MLB, AAA, like Philip Clark probably. 30D65, we can move on from him. Who else can we move? Blaze Jordan. Blaze Jordan, what a legend. We have this guy with 8 potential. I mean, AAA, AA. Once we have 2. They can play some other positions too. I might keep Blaze Jordan. I like Blaze Jordan. Hey, Jeremy, welcome to the stream. Second baseman, we don't have a lot of, so we'll keep those. 29D. Well, we need to keep some guys in our system. That's the thing. Arthur Beck is going to be good for our system. I didn't even look at his numbers. What am I saying? Look at the great contact, though. Good. And the speed's not bad either. Can we look at Tampa? There was a name that intrigued me, but I didn't get a good look at it. No problem. I'll go back to Tampa. I'll go back right now so I remember. Rays. Okay, now let me just finish building a package. Philip Clark and who else? 31D60. Yeah, 31 might be a bit too much now. 29, 30, fine, but 31, probably time to move. 31D67. Who else was here for the pitchers? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A couple more for MLB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. AA. 1, 2, 3. A couple in single A. Yeah, let's keep those guys. So Clark and Cortez. With what else? Anything else here? A younger, like moving Connor Cook and getting a better relief pitcher might not be a bad idea. We're always looking at more relief pitchers. These guys are all MLB. Plus Santana, we hope. Mendoza, 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, Gomez should go. 29C70 would have more value. But 29C64. Maybe we can keep Gomez and trade Cook. All right, let's do that. So who are we saying from the Rays here, Hobbsy? Remember the position at all? Yeah, exactly. Nax in that rotation. 6 without Francis. Yeah. How much confidence do we have in Landon Knack? Who are we looking at here from Tampa Bay? Willie Vargas? Could it be? Third baseman, 20B. Sal Zhu? 18B64. 19B68 catcher? No. 21A? No, I don't think it was Sean Hamilton. Now we're probably getting too high. It's probably that third baseman. This was Ramirez. But what could we get? Like one prospect back. The Orioles would give us a 20C66 relief pitcher. That's what I'm talking about. Orioles, 20C66. We got 3 C prospects back here, but we don't really need that. 20C66 is the best. 20C66. 19C64 plus a left fielder. All right, let's do this from the Twins. I don't want to think about this all day. What was the name that was wild? All right, gotcha. All right, thank you. A little trade done there as well. Thank you to the Twins and to the Royals. Yeah, go back and look. I'll take another search when you have a name. All right, that's nice. Now, back to tendering contracts. So Jake Bloss, we've had him for a while. We were hoping he would grow, and maybe he still would grow, but just too much competition now for the starting pitchers. So now let's renew all these last guys. This is always just the longest part of the episode, so thank you for bearing with me. What's up in the hockey world here? Brendan Shanahan out. That was pretty crazy. Well, not crazy that it happened, but crazy that everything that's been going on and continues to happen in Leafland. We heard that the Mariners' rights are being shopped. Gary Gill Hill. That was his name? Wow, Gary Gill Hill. Leo Jimenez is tradable, but I don't want to trade everybody here. Got to keep some guys in our system, then we can see who's accessed later on, maybe. The Islanders seem to really like Bergevin and or Darche. So I don't know if they'd go Shanahan and say no to the other two, or if Shanahan plus one of those other two in some other capacity. Who's president? Who's GM? Grant Richardson, 68, D29. Probably let him go. Who else is old with the D potential? Cyrus Lynch. Anybody else? The D. Shrek. Yeah, there's Shrek. D65, 28. Can we trade any more of these D-rated guys? D potential guys? Like 3 Ds for 2 Cs or something? Might have been one of the better names I've seen. Sounds like a future Data 72 Hall of Famer. Gary Gill Hill. Yeah, I'll take a look at him. So Shrek 28 D65. Doughty 27 D66. Rodriguez 26 D66. No, I'd rather trade the 29 D67. Could we take back, let's see. We can afford to dump the shortstop. MLB, MLB. AAA, AAA. No. So I want to take back one shortstop. AAA, AAA, AA. One shortstop. I have a lot of outfield. Yeah, I want one shortstop and one second baseman. Where was Gary Gill Hill? Roel Garcia III. Generated players need to have those kind of names. The third, the fourth. Gary Gill Hill. What? 6th round pick in 2022. He's real then. Gary Gill Hill. 24 years old. They wouldn't want to do that deal though. Alright, what team can offer me a left field, a second baseman, and a shortstop? Just one to start. Here's a shortstop. Okay, 25. 21 C50. Shortstop 19 C77, but they wouldn't give us anything else. Second base 24 C70. Yeah, go check that out. Second base. Shortstop 25 C. Are we seeing the same people again? Maybe the Mariners here. The Mariners. I'll take the 20 C52 as an improvement on the 27 D66. 7 years younger, higher potential, but yes, lower in overall. Okay. At shortstop, I give you 29 D67. And you give me 29 C63. And then for the relief pitcher, take out Charles Matthews. Maybe I can take back the left fielder then. 25 D64. Yeah, just getting like moving 25 cents, 4 quarters for $1, right? Just D potentials into C potentials and whatever. Just get some of the D potential guys out. Alright, everybody else, D potential or not, I'm going to re-sign you, and we're going to move on from here. Everybody renewable. It's going to happen that some guys in the organization have D potential. It's alright. Can't trade everybody out. Lance Harris. Gary Gill Hill. Sean Adams. We have, yeah, a lot of stock in him. Jesus Rodriguez. Yeah, renewed at 520. Andrew Lara. Andrew Lara, if I went to make an offer, it was, yeah, it's always questionable. But if you renew, then it's a guarantee right away at 520. There you go. Good. Renew everybody, which will help us to know how much money we actually have available, too. Okay, Tony Blanco Jr., is that his name? Felix Castro, or Casto, whatever his name is. Almost done. Thank you, everyone. I love getting this part taken care of. Last few. Yes. And no question marks of, oh, they're anticipating how much money. No. Renewed right away, I know how much money I have. And there you go. Alright. So according to the budget now, how much is anticipated? 30 million in estimates. So if 65, I don't know if that's factoring in, I think it is. So 65.5 million available, factoring in 30 million for arbitration and whatever estimates. So tender contracts is done. Oh my goodness, we'll check out free agents in a moment. 40-man, not a big deal. Okay, so yes, in free agency, Gunnar Henderson, Ronald Acuna Jr., George Kirby, Jose Ramirez. Imagine bringing in Gunnar Henderson and moving out Bo Bichette. Hard to excuse as the contract that he signed. Gary Gilhill ranked 94 in Baseball America's top 100 prospects ahead of the season. Currently 1 and 3 through 8 starts with a 4.02 ERA and 40 and 1/3 innings pitched at A+ Bowling Green. Wow, that's the research we pay you for, Hobbsy. Thank you very much. Love to see it. Gary Gilhill, wishing you all the best. Yeah. Plus, we even have that money, right? Just for fun, I want to see their interest. Ronald Acuna Jr., hard not to see what his interest is. Let's just check him out. I don't think we can go after a pitcher. And Alec Bohm just had a crazy year. Imagine Yordan Alvarez, though, in the outfield. Royce Lewis at third. Ramirez doesn't play anything else. Cassis only plays first. Durant plays left and he's super fast. Not the best year last year. Riley Green, he looked really good last season. Yeah, just to see what the interest is. Not that we're going after any guys necessarily. Yeah, his fielding is bad. I noticed that. Yordan Alvarez, if we were to get him. Just out of curiosity. I want to see what the interest is. So, lock-in changes in advance. Let's see what happens. And I had said one other thing. What was I saying? I forgot already. But at catcher, we're set with Rushman. First base, we don't really want Vlad there, but if Shanuel's first and Guerrero's DHing, yeah, I know you like Riley Green, Hobbsy. Freeland's at second, with Cortez also in the mix. Bohm is at third, with Martinez in the mix. Bichette at shortstops, with Nimala in the mix. And then in the outfield, Varsho, Doyle, Crawford, Wallner, and Waters, all for those spots. I would trade Matt Wallner to get Riley Green, if it came down to that. Nothing to do today, though. Let's advance and see what the interest levels are before we start thinking about what might be. And the third base coach is on board. Great. Okay, so now let's find out. When we go to free agency... okay, so Gunnar Henderson with 40% interest. I'm not even going to try to think about that. So Gunnar Henderson, we won't even have him as a consideration. As interesting as he would be, asking $36 million and 40% interested, can't do it. So remove him from the big board. Ronald Acuna Jr. has a 54% interest in signing, and it would grow by 6% per week. Ronald Acuna Jr. It's not cheese if we go after him and give him a massive contract, but if he's 31... and he wants 8 years. It's tough. Riley Green wants 7 years at 26.8. Last year, bat 301. 3 consecutive seasons of batting above 300. Around that 30 home run per year mark. Silver Slugger, playoff MVP, Gold Glove. We like all those things. I think Green makes sense. I know I'm biased, but under 30 million a year could be likely. Yeah, I hear you. Let me also change our positional needs then to the outfield. And in team needs, whatever, lefty and righty. So plus 8 and 6% per week. I should have done that even earlier, but anyways. What other positions are out there? Recommended free agents? No, just top 150, eh? Francisco Alvarez. Josh Hader, there he is. No one else that I'd make major trades to go out and get on board. I wouldn't want to trade Bohm for Ramirez at 36. Alvarez DHing. We already have Vlad DHing. Royce Lewis, same thing as Alec Bohm. Cassis at first. Nolan Shanuel's there. Yes, Cassis would do well. I don't know. How many errors did he have last year? Fielding doesn't look great. 13 errors? No. I want a bit better. Duran in the outfield, again, he's 32, though. He only wants 2 years. Yeah, we could throw Duran on there just to see what his interest level is, too. Let's lock in the changes and advance on the... I'm not saying we're even going after any of those guys, but just out of curiosity. Who signed there in arbitration? What's his name? I forget, but Francis and Waters are still out there. So now in the budget, 20 million estimated to renewable. So we still have 64 million there. But keep in mind, in 2030, Matt Wallner probably going to be gone. But Brenton Doyle needs a contract if he's staying. Shanuel needs a contract if he's staying. Hudson needs a contract if he's staying. Shouldn't be hard. Knack renewable. Savage renewable. We're not in a bad spot money-wise. We still have a few years before we have to give the big contracts to the Crawfords and the Roops. Not the Roops. The Savages, the Tiedemanns. All those younger guys. Von Costa. We're in an okay spot now where we could spend money for a few years. Now or never, Ronald Acuna Jr. Let's see. So 5% motivation decrease because we weren't the first to offer. That's crazy. But if we offer him, Seattle, Texas, and Washington, I don't know how they can offer him. It's not the once per week offer time. If we went to offer him, it would be 8 years at 45 million. I don't think that's what we want to do. Yes, he's a 99 overall. Yes, he's one of the best players in the league. But at 31 for that long, imagine a bad year where he's batting 260 instead, and you're stuck with him at 45 million. Am I okay to say? Do I have the green light to say that we're not interested in Ronald Acuna Jr.? Is it okay if we move on from him? He's not super interested. Other teams have already made an offer. I think we'll survive. Can we look at Varsho and Doyle to compare their attributes for a second? My wheels are turning. Can I say not interested on Acuna and do that? Because I can't exit here unless... Oh, actually, depth chart. The game lets us do that. How about that? We have to overpay. I don't love the idea. Yeah, so Varsho versus Doyle. Yeah. So Doyle, better in everything except for reactions, right? Not quite. So 98, 98, 90 versus 95, 75, 93. So the arm strength is lower for Dalton Varsho. And the speed, 83, 74, 77, 71, 43, 52. Yeah, Doyle on paper is the better defender, and he's faster. But Dalton Varsho has had back-to-back 30-plus home run seasons, right? While Doyle, in 2 years as a Blue Jay, has bat like 218 or something like that. I'm surprised the game lets you go to the depth chart from here. That's awesome. I was more so looking at their hitting to see if a platoon was possible, and Varsho just clears. Yeah, that's the thing. All right, so we're going to say not interested on... and then, the decision is already made. 9 years at $42.85 million per year in Seattle. Wow, Ronald Acuna Jr., now a Seattle Mariner. Good luck out there. A Doyle Crawford platoon may work, though. The Crawford, I don't know if that 8 potential... Tristan Cassis signs with the Dodgers, 6 years at $25.3 million per year. Wow. Now or never on Duran, who only had 31% interest with us. No, not interested, and he's off to the Reds. 3 years at $27.2. Awesome. Royce Lewis to the Dodgers, 5 years at $23.5 per year. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. So back here, waiting on arbitration still. Waiting on the interest levels on these guys. Sorry, now free agency. Rival opportunity. You heard through the grapevine that the New York Yankees are looking at George Kirby. Add him to the big board or not interested? I will say not interested. So Riley Green has no one else talking to him. And he has that 56% interest right now. If we went out and got him, that would definitely mean Matt Wallner moving out. But then the problem becomes, instead of Wallner, Doyle, and Waters rotating for one spot, it becomes an outfield of 24/7 Green, Crawford, Varsho, and Doyle is always platooning, and so is Waters. As opposed to rotating for one outfield spot, Doyle and Waters will always be on the bench. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, I don't know if that's a bad thing. Plus, we kind of need the left field, right? 7 years at 28 is not too long to offer, I don't think. But can we see the depth? Yeah, let's go back to the depth chart. Sure. Like in the future years, who's going to be out here? Just Justin Crawford. So someone who's going to be here longer the next few years. Varsho's going to be going down eventually. Wallner, we could just trade him to free up the money and get good value back for him because teams are going to be excited about what he did in previous seasons. Do we trade our Elvis Martinez as well? Just no room there in that infield with Arjun Nimala already there. Francisco Cortez wanting MLB time. What's Crawford's attributes compared to Doyle? So Crawford, for the bats, 70s for the contact, mid and 55-44 for the power, versus pretty much everything between 52 and 61 for Doyle. A range of 52 and 61 versus a range of 44 and 72 for the batting. Crawford a lot faster, and with the A potential, the attributes are growing, but for sure Doyle is better defensively and in the outfield and all that. It's tough. We have Doyle for his defense. Are we going to put him on the bench and have him do what? I don't know. My thought is Green, Varsho, and then Crawford, Doyle, platoon, and Waters fills in on rest days and injuries. Yeah, Waters I'm not super worried about. It's more that Doyle would be a full-time platooner. Or we're saying we could platoon, we could have Crawford and Doyle rotate, Varsho and Green as the full-timers. Crawford kind of clears him everywhere else aside from defense and power. Yeah, I know. But maybe that's a problem we deal with once the season comes around, because this is too good of an opportunity for our left field. It might be. So if we were to offer him a contract, what if we went 6 years at 25? Would that be crazy? Sorry. Can't get to exactly, eh? It's always the decimals. Decimals. Decibels? I'm going to say decibels, as if it's sound. I think it makes a lot of sense. So if we give Green maybe 6 years, getting him to 34... I mean, no one's interested right now, so maybe we take that chance. $25 million per year. That's a lot of money. But he's an 89 overall who's had 3 consecutive years of batting 300, 30-some home run guy. Fills a need. A lot of good quirks. 3-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove, playoff MVP, Silver Slugger. Is this the number? 6 by 25.46. Is this the offer? That would be how much money? 25.46 times 152.76 million. Is this the offer, or do we try and get another week of making him more interested? You know what? I'm going to say let's wait a week. And let's try to boost him 9 more percent. No one is interested. Let's boost him 9 more percent in interest. And if another team offers him, the game will tell us. 40-man roster must be set. Yes, let's make sure that's good. No one who stands out as a guy that isn't protected who needs to be protected. Rule 5 eligible. Sort by this. No, I'm not too worried. We'll be okay. Real Deal Prime, welcome to the stream. So Riley Green, what was that message here? Sorry, hang on a sec. Oh, it's for arbitration. So deadline of arbitration. Yeah, so today's the deadline for arbitration. So what's his name for $5 million signed? Waters. Now Francis, we have to send him arbitration. We offered him $15 million, so arbitration will be $15 million, my friend. We have a ton of money. I want to use it somewhere. Riley Green. So now other teams are interested, but now he's at 65% motivation, and no one else has offered him a contract. Good. So let's go back to 6 years. at 25 point, let's say 19, but now instead of like 51% interest, it's 60% interest. So the extra week was worth it. I'm going to send this to Riley Green. 6 years at 25.19. Got to send the contract. And we're the first offer, so hopefully that boosts motivation as well. Competitive tax balance, blah, blah, blah. And let's cross our fingers on Riley Green. Bowden Francis got his... Yes, so let's advance now. The Giants want to offer us... The last time we got an offer, it was really good from the Giants. They want to offer us... Robbie Bell, 20-year-old with C potential at 55. In exchange, yeah, for our B potential, 78 overall, 23-year-old closing pitcher. Yeah, that makes sense. No, thank you. Yordan Alvarez goes to the Braves, $30.8 million per year. George Kirby, oh no, to the Yankees, $30.5 million per year for 8 years. Come on, Riley Green. Here we go. Riley Green. Let's go to Toronto. Riley Green. Getting that outfield, big boy. Riley Green is a Blue Jay. Welcome to Toronto. Welcome to the team. This bird is ready to hit the field early and get that worm. I'm sure you are. 6-year contract. I like that it doesn't make us go 7-8 when he's into 35, 36. Signed until he's 34. Getting that outfield, baby. Let's go. Riley Green, welcome to Toronto. That's big for us. Now that definitely means Matt Wallner out, though. Yes, sir. Drink that milk, baby. Now let's go ahead and send out Matt Wallner. Now, what else can we package with him quickly here? And what are we looking for? Yeah, actually, let's look at our depth chart. What do we need in a few years from now? If I look in 2031, like, where are we struggling? Namala's an 86 by then. Our catchers are fine. First base, maybe a really good first base prospect for after Shanuel and Vlad. Maybe? We have 22A this guy, but not super confident. Any good first baseman out here? 8 potential type. 26A, nah, that's too good. 19A, no. 21A, too good. 26, no. Look for A. 36. Let's go to player search probably. 19A. 23A, 64. Phil Cardenas. Possibly, but he's 23. It's not the end of the world, but 23. Lane Gonzalez, 19B, 73 might be interesting. Doesn't have to be A. From the Giants again. We love the Giants. Yeah, the Giants. That might be the move here. How does Matt Wallner look? So Matt Wallner, plus a little bit more. Just one other piece. One rando. Yeah, those are pretty full here. 28C, 47. Colin Moore gets it done for sure. Yeah. 47 overall. Get out of here, man. So Matt Wallner for Lane Gonzalez. 19B, 73. First base prospect. Fingers crossed that the defense can come along here. The fielding and the reactions are good for 19. The arm strength and the arm accuracy needs to go up a little bit. But at first, okay. All right. This is the trade. Are we okay with this, ladies and gentlemen? We love Matt Wallner. He was an Expos legend on MLB The Show 24. In Toronto, he was good in 2027, bat 302 between us and the Twins. But then with us in 2028, in 68 games, he bat 227. I want to move on from him because he'll be a free agent next year. Let's just get it over with. And the Giants can use him in the outfield, where they need some big help in the outfield. With Robles at a full-timer at 80, probably. Yeah, send it. All right, green light. Matt Wallner off to the Giants. Welcome to our new first base prospect joining the system. Lane Gonzalez from Cuba. Second-round pick in 2027. Now Lane Gonzalez can get a contract as well. Renewable. And there you go. So Francis, 15 million offers. Now in our budget, the budget must look great. Yeah, we still have, with the 15 million factored into Francis, we still have close to 50 million. Yeah, we're looking good. This is a well-managed team, finally. All right. Anything else we want to do in free agency? Anybody out there? I want all free agents. Yes, all free agents. 22 overall, Philip Bird. Wow. Any, F potential. Wow. Alexi Santos. 43, F potential. Some guys are very versatile, I'll give them that. Anybody? 19 feet. What's the bullpen look like? Yeah. Can we look at it from here? No, probably not. Okay, so bullpen. We have Clase as the closer. Probably Hudson and Roop as the setup guys. Rasmussen, Nardi, and Ward in mid-relief. And then long relief, maybe Francis... Maybe one of these other guys. But anyways, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the MLB. So that's 5 starters and 2 in long relief. That's tough. That is tough. AAA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A couple of those D. A few B. Yeah. We might be good to go. Yeah, we have money. I want to spend the money. Anyone who really wants like a 1-year deal, like look at like Jose Ramirez on a 1-year deal. Like let's just throw him in there and see if he's interested. Guys want 1-year deals. Batters, I'd love to look at some of the arms here, like a Tyler Glasnow. But arms are not going to work. So bats that want a 1-year deal. The best bats who want a 1-year deal. Relief pitcher Will Vest. Diaz. No, that's it. Okay, so just Ramirez and Buxton. Just out of interest. Curiosity, I should say. Felix Bautista to the Nationals. Wow, from the Brewers. Felix Bautista now with Washington. Are we done this? Tender contracts, arbitration, we're waiting on him. Yes. The Red Sox want to trade us. Freddie Clark for Nemales, one of our best prospects. Let me guess, a C potential guy. 22B74. 22B74 in exchange for 23B79. Yeah. Glasnow signs a 1-year deal at $32.5 million with the Brewers. Oh my goodness. Free agency opportunity. Josh Lowe. Hello, I'm reaching out in regards to Josh Lowe. Feels like a good organizational fit. Josh Lowe. B80. Bat 236 last year. Good speed at least. Yeah, how much you want? 13 million? Goodbye. Yeah, never mind. For Glasnow. So Ramirez at 39% interest, forget him. Buxton at 49, probably forget him too. Just keep him there for fun. Winter means draft lottery time. Great. So we're last as the World Series champs. Makes sense. Astros, Nationals, Angels. The Astros went 62-100. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens here. Moving into the 2029 draft. Who's going to have the first overall pick? Draft lottery. Come on. For the first time that I've ever seen, there's no movement. Wow. Astros, Nationals, Angels stay 1, 2, 3. How about that? I've never seen that. Yes. Okay, how about now? Free agency. Trevor Larnach. The 2 100-win teams lost in the CSs. Yes, we love baseball. Trevor Larnach is interesting. Bad speed, good clutch. Yeah, how much you want, man? 9.5 million. Yeah. Can't even offer you less than 7. Then forget it. Not interested. Ramirez up at 47, Buxton at 55. I mean, how does the batting depth look here? Bowman, Crawford, Vlad there. Yeah, that's probably our lineup. Plus Green. Waters, Doyle. Gonzalez won't be here. Kirk will be here. Namala will be here. So Waters, Doyle, Kirk, Namala. That's 4 bats. We need a 5th, or 4 bats enough? What do you think, Hobbsy? As my Blue Jays expert here. Would 4 bats be enough in Waters, Doyle, Kirk, and Namala on the bench? Or should we bring in one more bat with that 1-year deal, like the Buxtons or the Ramirez on a 1-year deal to pay them crazy money to be a platoon guy? All right. Oh, Rule 5 draft. Yes, Rule 5 draft. Keibert Ruiz goes. How about that? Anyway, we like here Davis Martin. Not bad, actually, considering our backup is like a 70, Kirk is what, 78? Anyways. Relief pitcher. Oh, hold on a second. Relief pitcher. Alex Lange, right? Isn't it? Hasn't pitched in the MLB in a couple of years. Tough numbers, I gotta admit. But a 78 overall for free? I think another bat would be nice, but maybe not one of the big names. Look for someone who can play almost everywhere. Lang? Okay, got it. A 78 overall in the Rule 5 draft wouldn't be a bad idea. And worst case, we cut him. Oh, it wasn't a catcher who was... my bad. 73, 71. Bring back Nate Pearson, says Hobbsy. Oh, Martin was a starting pitcher. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong place. Alex Lang. Yeah, I'm going to say let's claim him. Nate Pearson is also interesting. 6'6", former Blue Jay. Hasn't pitched MLB in years now. I mean, you know what? Lang's a 78, but those walks per 9 are atrocious. Yeah, the contract. Hold on, where am I going? Arbitration. Pearson has the 99 velocity. Lang, though, has also 99 velocity, 98 clutch, 86 Ks, 88 hits. It's just the walks per 9 that are super low. Aside from that, Lang would be a good pitcher. I think it's got to be Lang. Yeah, why not? Alex Lang, welcome aboard. Worst case, we dump him. All right. Exit the ruins. Gunnar Henderson going to Philadelphia. Wow. Don't want it to be one of those Chris Bryants who's getting paid $30 million. Right. Gunnar Henderson, 10 years at $34.5 million. 99 overall, signing with the Phillies. Sheesh. Buxton taking a few calls right now. Now or never on him. Yeah, we're going to say not interested. And he signs with the Yankees. No, 1 year, $30 million for Byron Buxton. Oh, boy. Ramirez is still out here. Alec Burleson. Right field, left field, first base would be our kind of guy. 76% interested. But would want a huge contract. I don't know. I could send Alec Burleson a contract like that. I don't know the big board. Ramirez 56% interest, but in the end wouldn't make sense probably. So who else could we get here as a platoon kind of guy who has a lot of secondary positions? That would be very helpful. A lot of secondary positions. Nolan Jones, sorry. Left field, right field, first and third. Let's put him on the list. Josh H. Smith, former Blue Jay. The longer this goes, the more I like Ramirez, but I feel we need to start him. Yeah, that's the problem. 95 overall on the bench. Then our other bench guys would never play, that's for sure. Josh H. Smith, we had him. He didn't do super well with us, I have to say. We traded him to Minnesota in the Wallner trade, and he had a great life with the Twins. Didn't do super well with us, but first, third, short, and left field, maybe we go back to him? I could see us going after... Oh, here, hold on. Ezekiel Duran. First, second, third, short, left, and right. Bat 288 last year in Texas. 78 overall, who wouldn't expect as much playing time. Spencer Torkelson's out here, really. First, third, left, center, right. Unless Vlad goes back to first, but Data might go... No, Vlad's not going back to first. He's done at first. So, Josh H. Smith or Ezekiel Duran. Duran is really good in the defense. All 79 to 98 and 76 speed. Could do some pinch running. Smith, 55 running. Attributes on defense, 60 to 81. Gold Glover, Silver Slugger. Good contact against lefties. Okay, I'll put Smith on the list. There's one more option, but it cuts out Shanuel. Yeah, I don't want to cut Shanuel. So let's see what the interest is after another week. Bohm could play first. True. Then that cuts Shanuel, like you said. Oh, Lang's in arbitration. I didn't even realized. Can I make him an offer? Well, because he was off the Rule 5 draft. 1 year, 780. Or arbitration. And what's his name signed? Francis? 1 year, 15 million? He signed it. There you go. None of those guys really solve our who plays backup middle infield aside from Arjun, though. right. Sorry, free agency. Final chance on Cole. No, a rival who's going to... No, don't tell me. They're going to get Kirby and Reagans? Wow, that's tough. All right, so Burleson, 82% interest. Nolan Jones, only 37, and Smith, 36-ish. Burleson, first, left, and right. Not the greatest defense. I don't really want Burleson that much. You know what? I'm going to take him off the list, then. Just to take him from New York. I wish we had the room to do that. Nolan Jones, now or never to sign Nolan Jones. First, third, left, and right. I like Nolan Jones. Has to be at least 3 years? No, then forget it. 6 years at $17.4 million with Boston. Yeah, makes sense. He's not going to sign with us. Jose Ramirez ends up signing for 2 years at $25.7 with Seattle. So Ramirez and Acuna Jr. both going to the Mariners this offseason. Wow. That leaves us with Josh H. Smith. Cole Reagans. Who else here is flexible? Connor Wang, right? Bat 283 last year. Catcher first and second. Look at that middle infield guy. That's the more what we're looking at. Ezekiel Duran, then maybe. We'll throw him on the list. Let's see. I don't hate a big-name, short-term starting pitcher. Just it would force out Tiedemann or Savage. We already have 7 starting pitchers. And that's with Francis in, like, long relief. Adolis Garcia, last chance on him. He plays only outfield, though. No, forget it. Smith and Duran, 51 and 50% interest, respectively. Actually, I have to change positional needs now. So, yeah. Because that's Skubal, Knack, whatever you want to call it. Skubal, Barrios, probably Knack. Then Tiedemann, Savage. Francis, long relief. And who am I forgetting? Von Costa. Yeesh. We have to make a trade if we're bringing in a guy like Reagans. If that's how you pronounce it, I keep forgetting. Probably gets too crowded, I agree. Ryan McMahon plays second and third, 34 years old, bat 236 last year. I will say no thank you. Josh H. Smith and Ezekiel Duran. I'm going to send an offer to Smith now, I think. Can we go 1 year, though? He wants 5. I don't want to give him 3 years. No, I can't. Duran can go 1 year, though. All right, Smith, you're out. I'm not giving you a 3-year deal. So we're all in on Duran or nobody. Cole Reagans, good, goes to the Guardians instead. 4 years, $27.9 million. Sheesh. Austin Hayes, left field, and that's it. No, not interested. Duran, no one's interested in Duran, so I don't mind waiting a bit more. I don't know his overall, but I saw Daniel Schneemann out there somewhere. Gary Sanchez, no, I will say no thank you. Durant, 78% interest now. Now he wants 1 year. Good. CJ Abrams, Expos legend. Joey Bart. Pavetta, Sears. Peterson, who was horrible with us. Senga, Leclerc. Hamilton, little Ferrari team there. Dennis Santana. So he ended up not signing with us. Is that what it was? We like Dennis Santana. What was wrong, Dennis? We offered you exactly that. I offered you 1 year, 5 million. No. So now I offer you 1 year, 3.58. Dennis Santana, what a joke. And Duran, I give you 1 year. I'm gonna go another week though. Dennis Santana. You could have had 5 million, but no need to feel blue today because blue is my color. There you go. All right, so you lost $1.4 million. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now Durant at 80% interest. Other teams are interested now, so now it's time to make the offer. 7.43 gets him to 68% interest. So we have a ton of money. Let's do it. Ezekiel Duran. And Duran says no. Signing with the Braves. 1 year, 9.65 he goes with. Okay, so that was a joke. Okay, Lang gets 780K. Free agency again. So maybe yeah. Matthew, welcome to the stream. So I guess we're not gonna sign any of those infielders then. Namala's gonna have more of a job. Ahmed Rosario could be a guy. Second, third, short might be the guy if we do anybody. Mateo with the speed. Yeah, let's bring in Mateo to steal some bases, actually. Pinch runner who can play second and short. Yeah, that's my guy. Mateo, get in here, man. You'll be our big pinch runner. Steal some bases. Oh, I forgot there's no more of that thing, though. The big board is done. And Mateo's gone now, right? Oh my goodness. Danny Jansen, third catcher? No. Where did he go? Where did Mateo go? What a joke. No, he's still here. Oh, he's a second baseman. Ah. I always seem to keep joining late. Anything big happen yet? No, not... Well, no. What am I saying? We traded Matt Wallner, and we signed Riley Green. I'm saying no problem that you're late. But no. Second base. So a couple big things, I would say. 1 year, 7.5. Longer contract. You're not going to get it. 8 million. 8.5. 9 million. 10 million to steal bases. No. Goodbye. Schneemann, there he is. Ooh, yeah. Second, third, short, left, center, and right. Not the greatest numbers, though, in the simulation, it looks like. Daniel Schneemann. Rosario, what do you want? He wants 1 year, which is nice. Yes, and Cavalli and Bloss for prospect. 1 year, 8 million? What are you saying? You want 1 year. You're asking for 1 year. Add a few years. 9.5. All right, so goodbye. Forget it. Forget it. We're not signing anybody then. All that time for what? New contract. Hey, in spring training. We're already here. All right, welcome to spring, everybody. So we're ranked second in the league, first in contact, second in pitching, and then 10th in power, 10th in defense, still 28th in speed, unfortunately. We're not an especially fast team. We did get Riley Green, and he has 58 speed, so there's that. Extensions. We're going to start thinking about extensions, eh? Crawford. Can we do Crawford right now? 1 year, 7.6. We'll go 1 year at a time, or 100K at a time. 1 year, 8.3. I think I'm worth more. I'm giving you all. Okay, 1 year, 8.8. There you go. 1 year, 8.8. Knack. I love Knack. Let's keep him renewable for sure. That's one of the reasons we love him so much. 1 year, 780. Bang. May as well do 2 years. The Mala, no, he wants 8 million after this one, so we're gonna go back down. 1 year, 780. And from there, we'll see. Renewable, we can go on your Savage, yes. Doyle's going to be a tough one. He's going to be free agent eligible. Doyle and Francis are probably gone, I would think, after this season. Shanel's going to be tough to keep. Hudson, he'll have arbitration. Tiedemann we can sign right now. Oh, he wants 3 years of arbitration. You want what? You already want $7.6 million. What are you saying, Ricky? No. Harvey Ward. Do that. Saves us some work next offseason. All right, those contract extensions. Free agency. Paul Skeens might be a free agent next year. Contract extensions, and here we go. All right, so I'll let the game do what it wants pretty much for preseason. Modes, lineup and rotation auto. And roster moves auto. For the beginning of spring training. So we'll leave the pitching rotation. Yeah, we'll let the game. I'll give the game 10 games. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go 9 and 1. Fantastic. Now I'm going to turn off the game having those abilities. Back to everything manual. Now, let's see. How are things looking? So Bohm batting 161 in the leadoff. Awesome. Shaniel batting 400. A few 400 bats there. Waters at 167. All right, so let's get Crawford in here. Let's get Cortez in here, who's fighting for a spot. Let's get Martinez fighting for a spot. He'll replace Bohm. Namala fighting for a spot. Replace Bichette, batting 400. Is that it? And Riley Green's already in there. Okay. That lineup against righties. Rotation, Scubal didn't look good in 10 innings, ouch. But Barrios, Francis, Yasavage, and Naki. Costa not great. Okay, so next rotation, next 5 games, we're going Costa, Tiedemann. Costa, Tiedemann, Yasavage. Costa, Tiedemann, Yasavage. No, we can keep these guys like that. Costa, Tiedemann, Francis, Yasavage, Knack. For the next 5. 1 start each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We lose 4 out of 5 there. Great. How do we look now? Costa, Tiedemann, Francis, Yasavage, Knack came back down. Okay. Put Klossy back in the closing spot. Okay, let's cut a few guys who are, I don't know why you're here. Lane Harris, 67 overall, batting 154. Goodbye. Grant Richardson, right fielder, 1 for 4 with a home run. With deep, well, who are we kidding? Deep potential. Blaze Jordan, who are we kidding? Leo Jimenez, I'll keep you for fun. Gomez, no room for you. Optional waivers. Stefanik batting 714. Okay, stick around a bit more. Lane Gonzalez, let's make a few more cuts here. We'll have Cruz. Birdsell can stay. O'Leary, I guess you could stay. Alright, down to 34. Cutting a few guys there. Yeah, I'm going to give the game, not the roster moves, I'll give the lineups in rotation. For 5 games. 1, 2. Blank has claimed off waivers. No, let Gomez go. Goodbye. The Athletics got him. Okay, the Athletics. Goodbye, Gomez. 3, 4, and 1 more 5. All right, 14 and 6 is the record now. What's the game doing? Shaniel batting 478. Oh my goodness gracious. Freeland 222. Waters 147. Okay, so yeah, Waters, you're definitely platooning, man. Let me take over one more time. So, Justin Crawford, get back in here. Doyle, Kirk, 409. Wow. Cortez. I want to see you DHing, actually. Let's have Cortez DH. Martinez replace Bohm. Namala replace Bichette. Is that it? Bichette, Vlad, Bohm, Waters. Doyle should be in there. Doyle over Varsho. Let Varsho rest. Kirk. Yeah, let's get him in some more at bats. As Rushman's been hot. Stefanik crazy with his 12 at bats so far. Rotation is not great. Cost another start. Tiedemann another start. Birdsell seems to sim crazy always. Let's get him in there. Costa, Tiedemann, Birdsell, Yasavage, Knack. Alex Line not looking great in 6 innings. Wake up, buddy. Santana still hasn't pitched. No room for him. Alright, 5 more games. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last game of the preseason, we're 17-8. Who's it going to? Do we give it to Costa again? Birdsell's crazy, man. We gotta keep Birdsell up at this point. Brandon Birdsell has to stay now on this team. Birdsell has crazy simulation numbers. He was a Rule 5 draft for us a few years ago. Oh my goodness. Maybe we release Lang back. Sheesh, into the lineup here. Martinez batting 122. It's time to trade Martinez, probably. Shanuel batting 500. Cortez 213. Green, Namala, Freeland. Did I not take off? No, I didn't. Kirk 342. Doyle 227. Crawford 175. Bat lead off in this last game. Alright, last game, 5-3 win. Batting 209 now. There you go. Shanuel ends batting 500. Oh my goodness. Alright, time to make some decisions now. MLB roster. Leo Jimenez. Let's trade Jimenez. Poor guy. Let's trade Jimenez and Martinez. For Elvis Martinez. What do they need in AAA? A AAA shortstop? Okay, let's trade Jimenez. Jimenez and Martinez. Stefanik can be AAA. He was really good. No, Pinto could be technically the AAA third shortstop. Sorry. Unless we trade Pinto, Jimenez, and Martinez for 2 pieces. So Martinez, who could be an MLBer for sure. Jimenez. And who did I just say? What's wrong with me? Martinez, Jimenez. What is wrong with me? Who is the other guy? Oh my goodness, I gotta go back to it now. Line we let go, potentially. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. So at third base, Martinez will be out. At shortstop, Jimenez will be out. We'll have... Did I say we add Pinto to the trade? Who did I say that we'd add to this trade? I want a new AAA third baseman. I want a new AAA shortstop. So if Pinto can go to AA, maybe we trade Jose Furman. Maybe that's what... I don't know. I forgot what I said. I want a third baseman and I want a shortstop. Nothing special. Just 2 guys who could fill those spots. 20B67. Okay, from the Orioles. How about a shortstop now? It was Pinto to keep Stefanik? Is that what it was? I know Stefanik is 33. We'll trade Furman then. 29C63. Oliver Lucero. And 22C72, that works. Even take this guy, 26B73, but no, I'll take Todd Tippett. Oliver Lucero, 20B67, plus 22C72. I don't know, because Orelvis Martinez has value. He's an MLB player. Maybe there's another offer. Let's see, shortstop or third baseman. Any other offers that come our way? Oof, taking a long time to generate here. Taking a very long time to generate. Should I be scared? Oh no, should I be scared? Okay, thank you. So there's that Orioles offer. Even better with a pitcher involved too, but I don't want to cheese it really. Might be a bit too cheese. Looking for shortstops and third baseman. 19C51. Third, no. 20B58 from the Twins. 24A66, no. 24A60. 25A59, no. 25C64. 19B66 from the Reds. This could be something. 19B66, Prince Hyde. Good speed. Got to work on the contact. 6'5" from Virginia. He has to work on a lot of things, actually. He's 19, a first-round pick. He has a lot to work on, but he has great power. Could play first as well. Defense isn't horrible. If Waters has an option, maybe we send him to Buffalo if there's an off in free agent. No, there's no one in free agency, though. I hear you, but there's no one available in free agency. It was interesting. But I wouldn't mind optioning Waters, though. Or just ride the pine. That also works. So Prince Hyde. Do you have a shortstop I could pick up here? Yeah, 23B. Okay, hang on a second. And the relief pitcher. Shortstop, 23B73. You'd do that, huh? Prince Hyde and Tyson Lewis. For Martinez, Jimenez, and Furman. Yeah, I think we do that trade, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's it. All right, Orelvis Martinez, we've had you since the beginning. You've grown to an 80 overall. You're an MLB player, but we have no room for you, and you haven't done well for us in spring training or anything. So we're going to make this trade with the Reds. Thank you, Cincinnati. A couple prospects in our system. Bada bing, bada boom. So back the MLB roster now. So Stefanik, yeah, gotta go, sadly. Tyson Lewis. He's going down, yeah. Vince O'Leary. Birdsell was crazy. I'd want to keep him. Cortez was not good enough, but nice to see him get a little chance in the MLB. He'll be back. Drew Waters. Do you have an option, Drew Waters? No. 3 out of 3 have been used, so he'd have to go through waivers. That's the problem. Lang, I think we dump. And keep Birdsell. Yeah. Must be. I don't want to keep him on my 26-man roster. Where was he from? Detroit? Do we trade him? Can we just trade him back? Hold on. So here, Vlad DHs, and here, this was outfield, right? No, that was third base. Boom. So, hold on. Varsho goes here. Bichette goes here. Rushman goes here. So, Waters, Doyle, Kirk, Namala as the 4 bats. We have too many pitchers. That's the problem. So, let's see how we actually look. So, Skubal here. Barrios here. Then we go who? Knack? Is Francis in the rotation? He had good numbers. It's hard not to put him in there after good spring training. Birdsell was incredible. Do we send down Von Costa? I don't know. I want him to get a chance in the MLB. He's 24 now, but his spring trainings have never really been that good. Savage was really good. Probably Savage then. Then Costa, Tiedemann, Birdsell, all in long relief. One of those guys can't stick. Birdsell and Tiedemann maybe stay. Costa, yes, you're the 80 overall, but maybe you need more time pitching in AAA to start the year. Lang, I want to release you. Spring training has come to an end, yes. Why can't I release you? There's JJ Bleday in center field if you want to think about that, Homsey. 79, bat 218 in 2028. Eesh. Austin Hayes, bat 209. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., bat 280 last year with the Yankees. Yeah, but Waters doesn't have an option, so that doesn't work. But I could trade Lang? Okay, I'm trading him back to Detroit then. Tigers, I'm going to give you whatever. Sure, just give me something random. Something totally random. I'll give you... I'll give you who? 27 D68 pitcher for... $23 D68. There you go. 27 D68 for 23 D68. And you get Lang back. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so that leaves Birdsell on the team. And we still have to cut 2 more players. Something you should have never said. I love JJ Bleday, but those numbers don't look great. Oh no. Thanks for the impartialness though. So Birdsell, Santana. We got to send down Von Costa then. Costa, you did not impress enough. You'll be back. And 1 more. Is it Santana going down to AAA? Until we need to call up some relief? I guess so. You'll have to designate from assignment. Okay. So if I designate... I forget what happens with assignment. We still keep him, correct? If we designate him for assignment? Everyone else has to stay, I think. So yeah, Santana gets designated, I guess. If you designate them, you'll then have 7 days to trade them, place them on waivers, or release them. But I don't want to do that. I want to just send him down. Why can I not just send him down if he consents to it? Unless I'm misunderstanding something. So now the rotation would look like this. That's better. Long relief spot open there. Rasmussen, Roop, Nardi, Hudson, and Ward in the setup. Classe in the closing. Santana, that's 1 too many arms. Teenan and Birdsell in long relief. Brandon Birdsell is crazy. I don't know how he sims so well. But maybe he implodes when we call up Costa sooner rather than later. I don't know. I don't know. Only 1 lefty as well in the rotation isn't great. But 1 lefty in long relief, 1 lefty in mid relief, and then 1 lefty in the setup role there in Brian Hudson. Tall guy, 6'8" Brian Hudson going through the top of the screen there. Designated for assignment basically means there's 7 days to trade, cut, or he gets claimed and immediately takes them off the 40-man. But I can't send him down then. Alright, then that's it. I don't know what to tell you, Dennis. There you go. And let's get to the start of the season. And now here we are to begin the year. Fantastic. So, if there's no claims or trades or whatever, the team can choose to put them in a minor league team. Oh, okay. So, I guess let's see in 7 days. No, nothing happened. So, he's gone. Oddman, welcome to the stream. Is Santana gone now? Santana... No, he's in the MLB. Wait. Where is he, though? Says he's with us. But did 7 days not pass? I'm so confused. But we're at 26 players, correct? Yeah, we're at 26 players. Still on waivers. It's been a week. All right. Try something another day. Nothing. One more. The Yankees, of course, claimed Dennis Santana off waivers. All right. So here we are at the beginning of the season now. Goodbye, Dennis Santana. Whatever. Life goes on. Anyone in free agency we could put in AAA? Sorry. For AAA. Joe Jimenez. Anyone with okay numbers last year? 3.44, 3.35, 2.94, Joe Jimenez. 2.29 for Alcala. Ryan Thompson, 2.41. He's 36. Alcala's 33. Yeah, a 76 overall as well. Sure. 1 year, 4.5. Hey, they always want the extra years. You're not going to get it. 1 year, $6 million. 1 year, $7 million. There you go. Oh my goodness. The greed is outstanding. Outstanding levels of greed. And goodbye to AAA. I gotta designate him for assignment now. Let's see if another team claims him, even though he was sitting in free agency. Alright, beginning of the season, ladies and gentlemen, as reigning World Series champions, here we go. Crawford will start in the leadoff, unless we put Bichette or Bohm. Bohm is going to be the leadoff. Yeah, Bohm is leadoff. Shanuel bat 500 in the 2 spot in spring training, so I'm going to keep him in the 2 spot. Vlad, Green, Bichette, Freeland, Rushman, Varsho, Crawford. Does this make sense? What do you think about this, Hobbsy? I always go to Hobbsy for my batting order. He's the batting order specialist. Oh, for DH, that would be on here. All right, Bohm, Shanuel, Guerrero. Bohm, Shanuel. I'll see if I change anything against lefties. Green, Bichette, Freeland. Green, Bichette, Freeland. Rushman, Varsho, Crawford. Righty, left, right, left, right, left, right, switch, left, left, right, left, blah, blah, blah. So we'll start like that to see how things go. Yeah, good contact both there. Righties. Riley Green maybe lower in the lineup against lefties. Who's better? And maybe Rushman higher against Let's swap Rushman and Green against lefties. And yes, Doyle, I forgot, against left-handed pitching. So Crawford with 70-44 against lefties. Doyle 55-51 against lefties. But at least he's there in the outfield. We'll try Doyle and Crawford swapping to start the year and see who runs away with it, and we'll go from there. We'll swap Green and Rushman, though, as the one switch between righties and lefties. Varsho really good against lefties, too. Maybe Varsho against lefties should be a bit higher. Swap him with Freeland. Varsho, Freeland swap. Right, left, right switch, right, left switch, right, left, right. Okay. We'll see what happens from there. Sponsorships. We have any more to put here? Yeah, it's already been there. Budget is great. The team is very happy with $30 million available. Revenue and all that. Fantastic. Look how happy ownership is. And we're ready to go. So let's play our first game of the year, then we'll call it an episode here against the LA Dodgers. And then I'll go ahead and fix the AAA, AA rosters and all that. 85-77 was our record last year. The Dodgers went 104-58. And now here we are facing off to begin the 2029 season. Year number 5 of the GM data era at Rogers Center. With Skubal on the mound and Bohm leading off to end off our episode. Let's do it. Skubal against Nico Horner. First pitch, fly out. Thank you very much. Mookie Betts strikes out, and Shohei Ohtani singles. Pick off. Pitch to Rooker, fielder's choice. Alec Bohm leading off. First at bat for the Blue Jays since winning the World Series. He grounds out. Shanuel bat 500 in the spring training and was World Series MVP. Shanuel triples! What? With his 39 speed, Shanuel triples. Let's see if he's left stranded. Vladdy walks. Riley Green, first at-bat as a Blue Jay, signing the 6-year, $25.2 million deal in the offseason, coming over from Detroit. Let's get it. Let's go. Riley Green, sack fly, ends up bringing in a run. Thank you. Bichette, fielder's choice, and there's the inning. Royce Lewis signed with the Dodgers. Yes, Lewis hit by pitch gets him on first. Cassis 2-run home run. They're the two new Dodgers, Lewis and Cassis. Teoscar Hernandez strikes out. Edman grounds out. Smith strikes out. All right. Bottom of the second, Freeland walks, the former Dodger who was buried by LA, came to Toronto and won Rookie of the Year. Adley Rutschman lines out. Varsho error, okay. Crawford, fielder's choice. Bohm strikes out. All right, Horner fly out. Betts ground out. Otani strikeout. Oh, striking out Otani. Shanuel grounds out. Vladdy strikes out. Green walks for Bo Bichette to ground out. Brent Rooker strikes out. Lewis strikes out. Cassis grounds out. Freeland grounds out. Rutschman strikes out. Varsho pops up. Man, Otani's dealing. Hernandez pops up. Edman flies out. Smith grounds out. Crawford grounds out. Bohm grounds out. Shanuel pops up. Horner flies out. Betts flies out. Otani solo home run. 2 for 3 on the mound. 2 for 3 and on the mound as well. Rooker grounds out. 3 runs on 3 hits against us. Oh my goodness. Bottom of the 6th. Vlad flies out. Green singles. Bichette flies out. Freeland flies out. Left stranded. Lewis singles. Cassis walks. Teoscar grounds out. Edman walks to load the bases. Let's go, Scooball. Strikeout. And Horner fly out. Well done. Rutschman grounds out. Varsho strikes out. Whew. Crawford grounds out. Oh my goodness. Betts doubled. We'll pull Scooball there. And let's go to Drew Rasmussen. Rasmussen strikeout, Rooker ground out, Lewis ground out. Well done. Bottom of the 8th, we're only down by 2 runs, but we only have 2 hits through 7 innings on Otani, who struck out 4 over 7. Pitching change, Edwin Diaz comes in, as if that's any better. Bohm, leadoff double, thank you. Shanuel walks, okay. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. walks to load the bases. All right, let's enter the game. Riley Green, with the bases loaded and no outs, the tying run on second, the go-ahead run on first. Let's hop into this one. Riley Green. Bases loaded here at home. Edwin Diaz loaded the bases in 11 pitches. Here we go. Swung on right away, finds the gap and brings one in. Stop at third, stop at third. Or is he going for it? No. Very good. All right, there's the one down. There's one down. RBI single for Riley Green in his first game as a Blue Jay. Let's get it, baby. Bases still loaded with no outs. Bichette at the plate. Tying run on third, go-ahead run at second.
The shortstop takes the ball. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
Right? I missed it. Yes, I should have said tying run at second, go-ahead run on first before. That's what I should have said. Green a sac fly and an RBI. Great signing. Yeah, great debut, too. There you go. Swing on that. Oh, look at that. Speed off the bat.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball.
Let's go, Big Bo. World Series champ Bo Bichette. Let's go. 1-1.
Something, but you got to make some pitches.
Delivery. Two-seam right in there, yes. Blue Jays, Cubs, and Rockies open the season leading the MLB with 6 top 100 prospects. Awesome. And I love that we're not the only ones. I hate being the only team. Let's go, sac fly. Run in there, big boy. Run, run, run. Please tell me you went for it. Yes, he's safe. Let's go. That's Shanuel coming in. Nolan Shanuel ties this game at 3. We have the top farm system ranking with a $297 million valuation. Oh, that's awesome. Well done on the sac fly. Shanuel coming in. Well done. We're predicted to go 95 and 67. So, 3-3 game. The base is still loaded. No. For runners on the second and third. And 1 out. Yes, and Diaz gets pulled. 4. Let's see who's coming in. It's going to be Griffin Jacks coming in. 2-time reliever of the year, Griffin Jacks. Runners on first and second. Yes, first and second. That's what it is. Bottom of the 8th, no outs. Game tied. Go-ahead run at second. Here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch in for a strike. Alex Freeland here against his team that drafted him. Ooh, swinging and missing a 4-seam up and in.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Alex Freeland. Ooh, just stays alive in that one. Top farm system, defending champs, $30 million in budget. We're set up well. Yes, well said. We have the top farm system, we're defending champs, and we have $30 million in cap space. Ooh, the sweeping. Sweeper? Sweeping curve? What? That's called a ball. We have a higher value farm system than the A's, who had like a bunch of first or top 3 picks over the last 5 years.
Foul ball still.
Oh, foul. Freeland staying alive. Oh yeah, that's going to be in for a strike.
That was pretty nasty.
Big strikeout there.
All right, down to the one more out here. Adley Rutschman, 0 for 3 on the day.
Job's not done yet. Gotta get
it was 3-1, it's 3-3. Will they head to the 9th, the tie game, or can we move ahead? Adley Rutschman. Ooh, swinging a miss on the circle change.
Swings through it for strike 1.
Phillips and Vest both in the bullpen for the Dodgers as well.
Evan Phillips, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Vest getting cranked
up as well. That's going to be four-seam up high.
And that's way high. And now it's even 1-1.
Adley Rutschman. Ooh, swings on that one. That was high. That was like a.
Well, if he's going to do something special,
that was a change up high.
Have to happen with 2 strikes.
Looked like. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck for Adley Rutschman. Let's go. 1-2. The delivery down low. Will the runners move? No. The runners do not advance. 2-2 now. That one's in the dirt. Delivery 2-2. Chopped away. Stays alive. 2-2. Let's go. Jays being chanted here at Rogers. Swung on. Yes, and it finds the gap. Adley Rutschman, bring him in. Adley Rutschman, RBI single. The Blue Jays take a 4-3 lead. The bases were loaded. We were down by 2, and now we're up by 1. We scored 3 runs. Finally, we're not squandering our chances. Bases loaded, no outs, and we get 3 runs. Adley Rutschman, RBI single. Runners now on. I can't see it here. It's not showing me because I have a chat. The chat blocks it actually. 4-seam up high. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Varsho 0 for 3.
First and second, 2 down.
We now lead by 1. World Series champs showing why they can fight. Chopped down, and that'll be an out. It's the force out at second. To end the 8th inning, 3 runs given up by the Dodgers. And now Emmanuel Clase is coming in against Shohei Ohtani. Oh boy. Yeah, I would put Clase in there. Here we go. Emmanuel Clase against Tristan Cassis. We're up by 1. Can we close it out and finish it here? Cassis strikes out. Teoscar Hernandez singles. Tommy Edmonds singles. Will Smith fly out. 1 out away. Nico Horner walks to load the bases. Let's go, Emmanuel Clase. If you're going to be our closer, these are the moments you need to shine. Mookie Betts strikes out and the Blue Jays win. Emmanuel Clase holds on for the save. Bases loaded. And it's a one-run victory for the Jays from down 3-1 to winning 4-3. Clase comes in to close it out. And the reigning World Series champions come back to win the season opener. Rasmussen gets the win. Clase gets the save. 4 runs on 5 hits.
Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Chung.
And we are victorious on opening day at home. Great to see. You love to see that. Love the graphics here as well. Bang. Riley Green got it going. Shanuel, player of the game. Who is this guy? Nolan Shanuel came out of nowhere. On the bench to start the postseason. Then he goes to World Series MVP, 500 in spring training, and player of the game to open the year. Make it a little scarier next time, though, yeah. Alright, so we win 4-3. I'm going to go ahead and, I'll stop here. I'm going to fix the AAA and AA rosters and lineups and all that. And we'll go from there to start next episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the episode. Thanks for being here. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to be made aware of all of our uploads. Hit that bell to get that notification when we go live. Tuesdays and Thursdays usually, and Islanders coming your way on Saturday this week in a couple days as well. Thanks for being here, everybody. Here are your 2029 Blue Jays. Any suggestions for the team moving into the season? Leave those down here on YouTube or over on the Discord server linked in the description. Much love, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you, Oddman. Have a great end to your week as well, and we'll talk soon. Jays next Thursday, May 29th. Yes. Aiming for around 7 p.m. Eastern for the 2029 year number 5 campaign. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate the suggestions as well in the offseason. The acquisition of Riley Green was a big one, and I look forward to seeing how this team does. All right, in year number 5. Night, everybody.